Welcome to episode 142, Spotlight Media Sanitization, where we explore how organizations dispose of media without risking data leakage. The MP-6 control ensures that when storage devices reach the end of their use, whether physical disks, tapes, mobile devices, or virtual volumes, they leave no trace of sensitive information behind. Sanitization closes the loop in data protection by eliminating the possibility of recovery after disposal or reuse. Without proper sanitization, even a discarded drive can become a breach waiting to happen. This control transforms disposal from a logistical afterthought into a deliberate, evidence-backed act of security, ensuring that data ends its life cycle safely and verifiably. Building on that precision, sanitization criteria generally follow three categories: overwrite, purge, and destroy. Overwriting replaces stored data with random or patterned information until recovery becomes infeasible. Purging goes deeper, removing data through secure erase commands, degaussing, or cryptographic key destruction. Destruction renders the media itself unusable, often through shredding, melting, or pulverization. For example, backup tapes may be degaussed, while failed solid-state drives are physically crushed. The method chosen depends on data criticality, reuse intentions, and regulatory mandates. Defining these criteria provides clear, repeatable standards that eliminate guesswork and ensure uniform application across all media types. From there, using approved tools and procedures guarantees consistency and reliability in sanitization. Only vetted hardware and software solutions should be authorized for use, with documentation verifying they meet recognized standards such as NIST Special Publication 888. Operators must follow step-by-step procedures validated through testing. For example, an automated erasure utility might produce logs and verification reports confirming each pass completed successfully. Standardized tools reduce human error, ensure repeatable quality, and provide auditable records. When organizations rely on approved, controlled processes, sanitization moves from an informal routine to a defensible practice built on verifiable outcomes. Building upon process assurance, witness requirements add oversight for highly sensitive assets. When media contains classified or critical data, a designated witness must observe the sanitization or destruction and sign an attestation verifying proper completion. This practice provides accountability and prevents shortcuts or negligence. For instance, during the destruction of financial system drives, a security officer might observe the shredding process and co-sign the certificate of destruction. Witnessing adds human verification to automated controls, demonstrating diligence and integrity. It sends a clear message that the organization treats data disposal as seriously as data storage. From there, maintaining a clear chain of custody through final disposition preserves trust and traceability. Each step, from removal to transport to destruction, must be documented, showing who handled the media, when, and where it traveled. Chain of custody records prevent substitution, theft, or mishandling during transit. For example, a retired laptop drive leaving a data center might be logged, sealed in tamper-evident packaging, and transported by authorized personnel to an approved destruction facility. At each checkpoint, signatures and timestamps confirm continuity. A verifiable custody trail ensures that no media disappears unnoticed or re-enters circulation with data intact. Building further, certificates of destruction provide the official proof that sanitization or disposal was successfully completed. These certificates record identifying details such as serial numbers, media type, sanitization method, date, and responsible personnel. For instance, after shredding a batch of tapes, the vendor might issue a certificate summarizing method and batch IDs signed by both the provider and the organization's representative. Certificates form the final layer of documentation for audit and compliance. When kept on record, they demonstrate that disposal followed policy and regulatory standards. Tangible evidence transforms sanitization from trust-based assertion into confirmed completion. From there, cloud snapshots and virtual disks require equal attention to sanitization. Virtualization and cloud services create data remnants that can persist beyond apparent deletion. Sanitization policies must address how snapshots, backups, and replicated volumes are securely removed from cloud environments. For example, decommissioning a virtual machine should include destroying its encryption keys and verifying that underlying storage blocks are released securely. Service-level agreements with providers should document sanitization methods and verification rights. Addressing the virtual layer prevents invisible data residues from undermining the same protections applied to physical media. Building on that inclusivity, failed drives and return merchandise authorization processes deserve special control. Drives returned under warranty or maintenance programs often still contain recoverable data. Organizations must sanitize or encrypt them before shipment or ensure destruction under vendor supervision. For example, a data center may crush failed drives on site and send only the destroyed remnants for warranty processing. Without such precautions, sensitive data could leak through legitimate business exchanges. Managing failed media with rigor equivalent to active drives closes a frequently exploited vulnerability in the hardware lifecycle. From there, exceptions and compensating controls must be documented and time-bound. Occasionally, technical or contractual barriers may delay sanitization or require temporary storage before destruction. These cases must include written justification, alternate protections such as encryption or restricted access, and defined expiration dates. For instance, awaiting vendor pickup might justify storing drives in a locked cage under camera surveillance for a limited period. Documentation keeps exceptions transparent and ensures they remain under deliberate management. Temporary deviations, handled properly, maintain integrity without halting operations. Building upon assurance, periodic audits and sampling of vendor performance confirm that third-party destruction services meet required standards. Auditors may observe processes firsthand, inspect records, or test random samples for residual data. For example, a quarterly audit might review a destruction vendor's logs and inspect shredded material to ensure compliance. Regular verification prevents complacency and maintains confidence that outsourcing sanitization does not dilute accountability. Continuous oversight strengthens the chain of trust, proving that data elimination extends beyond internal boundaries into every stage of the disposal supply chain. From there, metrics such as turnaround time, failure rate, and exception frequency provide insight into program effectiveness. Turnaround time measures how quickly media moves from decommissioning to confirmed destruction. Failure rate tracks incomplete or unsuccessful sanitization attempts, while exception frequency reveals operational friction. For example, reducing average destruction time from 60 to 30 days demonstrates stronger responsiveness. Monitoring these indicators helps identify bottlenecks, resource constraints, or policy misalignments. Metrics turn sanitization from a back-office function into a measurable control aligned with organizational goals for speed, compliance, and assurance. In closing, proven erasure and provable destruction define true media sanitization. The MP-6 control reinforces that secure data disposal is both a technical and procedural discipline grounded in evidence. By classifying media, choosing proper methods, maintaining custody, and documenting results, organizations prevent information from reappearing where it no longer belongs. When sanitization is systematic and verifiable, the organization can retire assets with confidence, knowing that what once held sensitive data now holds only certainty. Reliable destruction completes the security lifecycle, turning the end of data use into the final act of protection. Thanks for listening. For more audio courses, daily newsletters, and more, please visit baremetalcyber.com.